welcome back to my channel. Today I'm rocking the camera. Today I'm in the bed, everything rocking. I got grape juice because I'm doing dry January. So let's sip on this grape juice and let's talk. Just this morning I kind of got upset because it's like I do not like repetitive things, which is so bad to be a prison wife in a prison relationship. I don't like repetitiveness. I don't like having the same day over and over, having the same conversation. And since my husband is in prison, we do be having the same conversation over and over sometimes. Sometimes he don't even go out of his cell. So all he do is sit in his cell and watch TV. There's times where he don't even get out. He don't talk to nobody. He don't got nothing going on. The only thing he can do is call me. So I feel like I start to resent him a little bit because it's like I have to be the one that's leading the conversation. I have to be the one that's talking about what's going on with my day. And sometimes I don't even do shit. So it's like, you ain't did shit, I ain't did shit. We just talking about nothing. Oh, how was your day? It was cool. It was all right. What you eat today? Oh, I ate this, I ate that. And then it's like, are we robots, baby? I feel like we're robots. Then I start debating like, damn, this is my life. Is this something that I really want to do? Especially for as long as we're expected to do it, which I don't think that he's going to stay there for the amount of time that they gave him. Honestly, I honestly do not believe that. So I be thinking like, the way that I hate repetitive things, I hate doing the same thing over and over, I hate having the same conversation. I always think, do I really want this for my life? Do I want to do this? Am I sure this is something that I'm going to stay committed to for as long as, he's in there? I don't get to talk to him as much as I want to. He's not here. My life is pretty good, to be honest. My life is going great. Everything is going great in my life the way that I want it to go. The only thing that I feel is missing is him. And it's like, I don't really want to be with nobody else. I don't want to entertain nobody else. I don't want to do anything with anybody else. But I really just want him here, and he's not here, and he can't be here. So then I just start getting mad at him, which is kind of like, can I really even get mad at him because this is something that I signed up for? And in the beginning, whenever I would tell him, like whenever I would express these type of things, he would get upset with me. He would be like, dang, but you said that you was gonna be here. You said that you was gonna stay here to the end, whatever. Woo, woo. And honestly, when I have these thoughts and I express it to him, it's not me saying that I want to leave. It's just saying like, damn, this is hard. Like sometimes I do want to leave. I'm never gonna act like I'm just like, oh yeah, I don't care what I ain't never. No, sometimes I do be like, damn, this is my life. I don't know if I really want to, like, I know that I want to be with him, but I don't, some days just get so hard. Some days are way harder than others, and I know a lot of people say that, but some days are so much harder than others. And and then you get online, you see other people visiting a man, they doing this, like, I can't even visit him. I can't even, like, when I do visit him, it's hardly any type of interaction. We sit across from each other, across from a big ass metal table. I don't get to touch the whole visit. I can't even get close to him. We can only touch when I first get there, a hug, a kiss, and then sit our ass down for 2 hours, and it's only 2 hours. And honestly, I don't even think the 2 hours is really that bad, because if it was more than 2 hours and we sat and we was just sitting there looking at each other, can't touch each other, I would probably be irritated. I would probably be mad as hell. So that 2 hours, it really be just, it be more than enough. It's not enough, but it be more than enough for the situation that we in. Now, if he had visits where we could actually sit across from, well, we could sit next to each other, we could hold hands, we could touch or anything, it would be better if it was more time. But at this point, I'll just be like, you know what? I don't even give a fuck. I do give a fuck, but I don't. I really want to be with him. I don't want to be with anybody else. That's never the fucking issue. It's the fact that sometimes the shit be so hard, it be so depressing, and it's like, if I wasn't doing this, would I be happy? And then it's like, even if I was to stop doing this with him and move on, would I be happy? But really, I'm just a sometimesy wishy-washy person. Like, sometimes I just wake up and I just be over the shit. I'm like, you know what? I just feel like I don't want to do this no more. But I really, deep down in my heart, I really don't be meaning that. And I know we done got to the point where we done been together for almost 4 years. So he knows me very well by now. So he knows sometimes I'm really just having mood swings. I'm just in my feelings. I'm not really going nowhere. He knows that. Like, I try really hard to just make the best out of our situation, even though it's a really fucked up situation. It's a really bad, crazy situation. I try to make the best out of the situation, because who wants to sit around and be miserable all the time? I don't want to be miserable. He don't want to be miserable. But sometimes those waves, those emotions, they come in waves. Because sometimes he's like that. It's a different, not, he don't ever say like he don't want to be with me or he don't want to be in this relationship. He always has those feelings. And not always, I don't know why I say always, but like around certain times, like the holidays, his birthday, his mom's birthday, his sister's birthday, he always gets like this wave of emotions, and he's always like super down, depressed. He just feel like his life is over. And then that's where I come in and I gotta lift him up. We really just take turns lifting each other up. It's like, what, how can you see light at the end of the tunnel, bitch, when you got this going on and that going on, and you can't do this and you can't do that, and then you see other people living their life, doing whatever they want to do with their men, taking vacations. And then sometimes there's even some prisons that let them do overnight visits. They get the contact, touch, hug, rub, do all type of shit, and you scrolling on. Imagine you ain't talked to your man. There's times where I haven't talked to him. The last time they was on lockdown for 3 months, I did not talk to him for like 3 months. But well, he called me probably like once every month. Imagine you can't see your man, you can't talk to him, and you scrolling, you see somebody going on vacation with their man, you see somebody get ready to go see my man in prison or something like that, and it's like, you know what, I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to hear about that shit. This is making me mad. Me knowing that he's such a good man and an amazing person all around, it just makes me, it just kind of voids all the negative things out. It's like, okay, yeah, he in prison. Yeah, he gonna be there for this amount of time. But he's the only person that can get me out of when I was in a bad space, when I was depressed, when I was sad, when I just didn't feel like going anymore. He was the only person that was there to bring me out of that. He was the only person that could understand me. He was the only person that genuinely cared about me emotionally, and everything don't have to be physical. He has done so much for me, taught me so much, did just so many amazing things from prison. So it's like, just imagine when he come home. You feel me? Like, just imagine when he come home, how shit gonna be. I can't I do it. I could say I can't be mad at him for being in prison, but I do be mad at him for being in prison. But I can't give up on him, because just imagine how life gonna be when he's here. And I know even when he gets home, it's still gonna be a struggle with him adjusting to everything. But he never left me when I was down bad and fucked up. He lifted me up. He listened to me, and then it's like, okay, yeah, he's in prison. He has no choice but to listen to you. Yeah, whatever. But he was doing his shit. Like, he was doing his best shit. So when he's down, I'm gonna do my best to lift him up, just like he did me. He is my number one supporter. He's always happy for me. He's always pushing me to do better, even when I don't want to push myself to do better. And I know I know a lot of people think it's just like, oh, prison wives, y'all be taking care of niggas, blah, blah, blah. That really don't be the case. They be taking care of us mentally, emotionally, spiritually, bitch, financially, even sometimes. Like, y'all don't even be knowing. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody is not putting money on the phone, paying to talk to a nigga. Everybody is not paying for a man to survive. One thing about my husband, even though he's in prison, he gonna find his way. He gonna figure his shit out for himself. And sometimes it's really the same, like a relationship that's out here. There's niggas out here that can't even take care of themselves. There's niggas out here that can't do nothing for themselves. They can't do nothing for you besides ask you for shit, try to borrow your car, try to stay at your house because they homeless, all type of shit. That's not the case for everybody. Like, I don't know why that, I don't know, because even though I used to think like that too. I used to be like, a nigga that's in prison can't do nothing for me besides beg for money and visits and shit, and I don't got time for that. But I learned that everybody is not the same. Every relationship is not the same. Every man ain't in there begging. Some of them is actually working. Hustling. They figuring shit out on their own. So, yeah, that's not the case, boo. The ups and downs with this shit, it just, especially as a person who is a clinically diagnosed mental patient, this don't help. Like, it don't help when I'm talking to him every day and we done got our schedule back going, and then lockdown, he disappears. Like, now I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's okay. I don't know if he got into an altercation. Being a prison wife, ghetto, not for the weak, irritating as hell. However, it's not all miserable. Like, I'm not just a miserable ass bitch that just sit around sad as fuck all the time. We have moments. We have so many moments where we done been happy as hell together. We done shared so much. We done learned so much about each other. At the same time, this shit ain't something that nobody should aspire to do. This ain't something that nobody should aspire to be or aspire to do. There's times where I gotta listen to my husband, a grown ass man. I gotta hear hurt and pain in his voice about how he can't go home, how he just want to go home. That's the only thing that he want to do. He want to go home, like a baby, like a little kid. Like, I just want to go home. That's it. I'm tired of being here. I just want to go home, and he can't. I don't bother people unless people bother me. I stay out the way, stay to myself. I be at home, decorating my house, buying furniture, redecorating, fluffing pillows, and shit like that. Anyways, I just want to come on here and have that conversation because we just had that conversation. I know a lot of people be feeling the same way. Today, it was just one of those days, but we turned it around. This morning, I was just so irritated because I was tired of having the same repetitive conversations, and I was tired of carrying the conversation. It's like, damn, could you talk about something? Could you say something else other than, like, just prison shit? Can we talk about something else? And it's like, we've been talking for 4 years. What else can we talk about? Like, what the fuck else can we talk about? And then we can talk about other shit, and we do, but sometimes we just get in moods where we don't even want to talk. Or it's like, we didn't talked about enough. We playing a waiting game, like, when you coming home? I'm ready for you to come home. We done talked about everything. We done talked about how we envision life together. We done talked about, we know so much about each other. We done talked about so much, and it's like, what the fuck else do we got to talk about? But when in doubt, we definitely had to circle back around and talk about some more shit. We ain't talked about everything. There is some more shit that we could talk about. So, thank y'all for having this talk with me. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.